Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we have an exciting video for you. I am showing you how I make my Alfredo sauce. I shared kind of how I use that Alfredo sauce back in my carnivore comfort food video when I made a meatball casserole. I will link that video down below for you or up in the cards for those of you who don't have an Apple TV. And I absolutely love this recipe. We eat it on all kinds of different meats. Tonight we are having it on salmon and shrimp. Stick around and let's get this thing going. One thing I love about this recipe is that it is keto. It is carnivore if you can have dairy. And if you don't like the garlic, you can take it out. And then it is also gluten-free. I had a really hard time finding good Alfredo sauces that get thick, that don't have any kind of flour to them or thickener to them. This one meets all of those requirements, and it is fantastic for meal prep and thickens right back up, doesn't separate, doesn't curdle, those type of things. So I find it to be one of the very best and one of our favorite recipes. So here we go. So for this recipe, you are going to need cream cheese. I choose Philadelphia because it is the cleanest of ingredients. A stick of unsalted butter, heavy cream, Parmesan. We use Pecorino Romano. I like the taste the best. Garlic, if you like garlic. If you don't, you can leave it out. I get the peeled garlic that you can get in big bags at Sam's, and then I break it down and put it in the freezer. You can still put it in the garlic crusher, and it is fantastic. It saves a lot of money that way. Salt and pepper. That's it. Simple as that. So let's get this thing going. You need to put your stick of butter over medium heat and get that melting. Now while that is melting, I like to get my other ingredients measured out, especially the heavy whipping cream and the Parmesan, because once this melts, the process goes a little bit quick, and that way I don't have to worry about it and it doesn't clump up. It creates a smoother sauce. So you'll need 1.5 cups of grated Parmesan or Pecorino Romano like we use, and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now that the butter's melted, we're gonna add in our 2 cloves of garlic if you're using that. Now that the garlic's fragrant, we're going to add in 1/2 brick of cream cheese. Now that that's started to melt, you add in your heavy cream. Stir that until it starts to come back up to a simmer. Now that I'm starting to see some steam rising off of it and signs of it starting to come up to a little bit of a simmer, I'm going to go ahead and start mixing in the Parmesan. Just a little bit at a time so it doesn't get lumpy. Making sure I hit the sides as I stir it because it likes to go cling to the sides. And now I just stir occasionally until it starts to come up to a bubble. Now that it is slowly bubbling, we are gonna add in just a pinch of salt and some pepper. We like a lot of pepper in ours, but that is a personal preference, so you put as much pepper as you want in or as little. Remember, your cheese is salty, so you don't need much. But I will taste this and see if I need more. It's kind of going to be to taste. At this point you can turn it off, let it start cooling. It'll thicken as it cools. Big thing is that it coats the back of a spoon without completely just running off. And that's perfectly the level of salt that we like and a good amount of pepper. Now I'm gonna set that out of the way so it can cool. I know today's video was a little bit shorter, but I thought it was very important that I share with you a recipe that is a staple in our household and I think should be a staple in yours. I find it to be very useful. We eat it on just about everything. Like I said earlier, we are eating it on shrimp and salmon tonight. And then we have eaten it on steak and chicken and sausage, and I can almost eat this with a spoon. It is that good. And I like that it's a little bit versatile. So Kaylin likes to eat sides like pasta and mashed potatoes and things like that. So there are ways that I can add sides for her that don't go kind of against our diet choices, but make it really easy on me to adapt things for her so that she can eat with us as well. And I'm not creating a whole bunch of meals that are different for everybody. But that is all I have for you today. I can't wait to see you in our next video. Until then, bye.